Hi, my name's Sean Good, and I'm a Social Security disability attorney with the Good Law Group located in Palatine, Illinois. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the SSI and SSDI, or Social Security Disability and Supplemental Security Income psychological exam, and what you can expect during these exams. So, first and foremost, this is not something that everybody has to do. This is only for people that have alleged psych limitations or psych issues or mental health impairments. So the purpose of the exam is to help the examiner determine whether or not you display evidence of functional limitations in regard to your mental health. This will allow them to determine what it is you can and can't do and what you may or may not struggle with. In terms of the actual exam, you're required to take it. You got to show up if you're asked to do it. And they're going to look at your mental status, your mood, your IQ, maybe your IQ, your memory, your cognitive functions. So keep in mind, they're going to be observing you. They're going to look at your appearance. They're going to look at, if you're fidgeting, if you're shaking your hands, if you're making eye contact. And they're going to compare what you do at this exam to your medical record. So you don't want to come in there prepared to give answers. You want to be honest, behave normal, dress normal. Don't dress up or dress down or not shower or shower. Do what you normally do on a normal day, because they're going to compare this to your medical records. And ultimately what Social Security cares about when determining if someone's disabled or not is if what their medical records say is consistent with what they're finding at these exams. So just a couple things that are commonly asked are, what symptoms prevent you from working? So, some people who are depressed or anxious, they don't leave their house. So you really can't work if you can't leave your house. Another example is, when did the symptoms start and how they've impacted you? So they're looking at onset date, or the day you became disabled and no longer able to work, and if that correlates with when you are providing specific dates. They're going to ask you about what treatment you received and if you're taking medication. Maybe you've been hospitalized for depression. Maybe you're on a psychotropic drug. They're going to want to know that stuff, and they're going to compare what you say to what the medical records say. So if you make stuff up, they're going to go look at your records and know they're not there, and it's not going to look good for you, because they really look for consistency in the statements. They're also going to ask you probably what you do in a typical day. From the time you wake up till the time you go to bed. They're going to want to know about your routines, your activities, if you're independent, if you live with other people and need help. Some of the more specific questions they ask about to test your psychological functioning are what they call the serial sevens, where they ask you to subtract 7 from 100 a few times. So you'll say 93, and they'll go on and on and on. They might ask you to name 3 large cities in the United States: Chicago, Boston, Los Angeles, whatever. They might ask you who the president is. Is it sunny or rainy out? They might say something like Coat Tree Bush, and then they'll continue on with the conversation with you and say, do you remember those things I said to you, those objects? And you'll say Coat Tree Bush. So those are kind of the broader, psychological specific stuff, and I've already talked to you about the general things they want to know about your life. So again, I can't stress enough, keep in mind they're looking for inconsistencies, so just be honest. Don't come with canned answers. These exams range from 10 to 15 minutes to an hour, and there's really no consistency. It's up to the examiner. The reports that I read are all over the place. Every examiner does them differently. There's no real method to the madness. I can tell you that clients in the past have told me, they promised they were going to help me and they think I'm disabled, or, that examiner, barely talked to me for 5 minutes. They were mean. So, just keep an open mind, understand that your claim and you are unique and individual, and try to avoid rigid, canned answers. So thanks for watching. If you or a loved one is looking for help with their Social Security case or a free case evaluation, please reach out to my website, my firm, through our website at thegoodlawgroup.com. You can call us at 847-558-1894. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.